Hello, hello dear student. We are going to discuss about the press dies. That is the sheet metal operation. In your curriculum, it is chapter number 5 that will carry around 16 marks. In last lecture, we have discussed about the various sheet metal operations. And in today's lecture, we are going to focus on various press dies used in sheet metal operation and the constructional features of the sheet metal dies. So this is the block diagram of or some that is the picture of dies. If you look into this picture, these are the two dies, bottom dies and upper dies. So this dies is made up of steel material and it is used to cut or shape the metal. So there are various types of dies used in sheet metal operation. In your curriculum, there are 4 dies that are to be studied under your syllabus. That is simple dies, compound die, combination die and progressive die. So one by one we are going to discuss about the various types of dies. So this is the specialized tool used for cutting the material or to give shape to the material, that is called as a die. So based on the press operation, the dies are classified in 4 categories: cutting die, that is shearing die, bending dies, drawing dies and squeezing dies. If the die is used to cut the material, then it is called as a shearing dies. If the dies are used for bending operation, forming operation or curling operation, then the dies are known as bending dies. If the die is used for drawing operation, then that is called as the drawing dies. And coining and sizing, swedging and flattening, that is those operations are carried out on the dies and that particular die is known as squeezing dies. Another classification of press working dies depends on die construction, that is simple die, progressive, compound, combination and transfer and multiple or gang dies. But these transfer and multiple gang dies are not included in your curriculum. So what do you mean by simple die? This simple die is used to perform only one specific operation at one station only. And these dies are provided with all the parts which are you are observing in compound, combination and progressive dies. So this is the block diagram of simple die. This is the punch, this is the die, this is the stripper which hold the parts on the die surface, and this is the parts on which you are going to pierce a hole in this part. So this punch will pierce the hole. So only one operation, perforating operations you are going to carry it out. So that's why this die is known as a simple die. Only one operation is performed in one stroke of the ram. This is the ram or punch. In one stroke of the punch, you are carrying out only one operation at one stage. It's called as simple die. Then number 2 is progressive dies. Progressive dies are used for carrying out 2 or more operations. So these are called as the progressive dies. Seat is moved progressively from one station to the another till the last station complete the job. So at the last stage, you obtain a completed job. So when the quantity required to be produced is large, more complex dies are often used to increase production rate. Dies included in this category are progressive, compound and combination dies. This is the progressive die. It is used to or more punch and die sets located at different stations to perform a number of operations simultaneously in one stroke of the RAM. In one stroke of the RAM, two or more operations are performed simultaneously. So this is the block diagram of progressive die. This is the blanking punch. This is the piercing punch. This is the die. These are the stoppers. This is the useful final product, and this is the part. This is the part or work material. Through this will move in downward direction. This punch will move in downward direction. It pierces the holes in this part. So this is the blanking operation, and this punch will carry out the piercing operation. So this is the sludge or scrap, and this is the final product. This is the final product. So this is the working of progressive dies. Progressive die, a simple two-stage progressive punch and blanking die used for making washers in this figure. So this is the washer. You are manufacturing washer by using progressive dies. Metal strip is introduced from one end and is advanced till the first station where a hole is punched in the first stroke of the ram. The metal is now advanced to the next stage, the correct distance being set by the stop shown. So this part is advanced like this, and this blanking will punch a hole here, and this piercing will punch a hole here. So this is the part that is called as a washer, is to be manufactured by using progressive dies. As the ram moves downward for its next stroke, the pilot on the blanking punch enters the hole, peers at the previous station to locate the seat. The working punch itself moves down to remove the completed washer. In the meantime, a new hole has been pierced at the first stage. So in each subsequent stroke of the ram, two operations are performed, one at each station, and one job is completed at the last station. Straight pieces of metal are fed manually, maintaining a slight pressure on the strip as it passes through the dies. So this part is moving in this direction, and this is the piercing punch will drill a hole, and this blanking will blank it, the part. So in this, the hole is there, and this dies will cut this metal strip from these edges. So this is the washer. Now this third is the compound die. Compound die or two or more functions are performed at the same station. This is called as a compound die. It is also used for producing washers. It combines blanking and shearing operation at one station. How this is the metal strip. Hold the metal strip on the die surface. This is the lower die. This is the upper die. This is the blanking die. This is the piercing punch. So this piercing punch will drill a hole in this, and this piercing punch drill this hole inside this, and we will obtain the washer like this. This is the washer. So this is the working of compound die, and this is the block diagram of the compound die. Combination die means combination of two dies are there. This is the setup shown in figure. This is the drawing punch. This is the blanking punch. This is the workpiece or metal strip. This is the lower die. The drawing punch is located. This will combine with the blanking and drawing operations. Drawing operations, if you recall your memory, then drawing operations is to draw a cup from the sheet metal. So that is the drawing operation. And blanking operation to cut the material from the sheet. So drawing punch is located inside the blanking punch. This is drawing punch is located inside blanking punch, while the die blank has two working surfaces, one for each punch. As the blanking punch descends, it cuts a blank of required size from the metal using the outer working surface of the die. The inner drawing punch now descends and draws out the metal to form the required part, while the blanking punch serves as a pressure pad. The drawn curve is then ejected from the die. So this is the curve which is ejected by the drawing die. So this is literature of the progressive die. This is the construction and operations, how the operations are carried out on the progressive die. These are the various short notes are given on the progressive dies. Working of this progressive dies is also given here. Then its applications are also given. This is used for where high production rates are desired and the material is neither too thick or not too thin. Their use helps in cutting down the material handling cost. So these are the various literatures or short notes about the combination dies, how it will work, what is the block diagram of the combination dies. Means combination dies means it will cut from these two punches, it will cut these strips and this knockout or drawing dies is also there. Working is also given in this compound dies. This is the block diagram of the compound dies. This is also simple dies. How the metal one simple operations is carried out by the simple dies. This is again compound dies, combination dies and progressive dies. Now, what do you mean by after studying all this? One point comes in your mind that what do you mean by the press? So press is a machine used for cutting and for non-cutting of processes. It, it may cut material or it may not cut material. When it is not cutting material, it giving various shape to the uh, metal sheet. When it is cutting, that is called as a piercing or blanking operations. So this is the constructional features of the press working terminology. What are the various parts of the press? Press may be hydraulic press, it may be manually operated press, and so on. So this is the ram. This top portion is called as a ram or slide. This is the back plate. This is the punch holder which hold the punch, and this is the punch plate, and this is the punch. These are the various strippers. This is packing is provided. This is the dia block which is mounted on this plate. This is the bloster plate and dia holder. This is the dia holder die and it holds the die. That's why it is called as a dia holder. This is the metal strip. You are going to cut the metal. This is the blank. Blanking operations you are carrying out. So from this strip you are cutting the blank, and these are the various two guide posts. It will guide the punch in this direction. So these are the bushing. So these are the various parts of the press, and this is the bed. This part is called as a bed of press. So these are the various parts of the press. So one by one we will discuss about the what do you mean by the bed of the press. The bed is the lower part of the press frame that serves as the table to which a bloster plate is mounted. If you look this is the bed. On this bloster plate is mounted. Bloster plate, this is a thick plate secured to the press bed which is used for locating and supporting the die assembly. It is usually 5 to 12.5 centimeter thick. This is the bloster plate, and this bloster plate will hold this whole die assembly. Die set. It is unit assembly which incorporates a lower and upper shoe, two or more guide parts and guide part bushings. Die block. It is a block or plate which contains a die cavity. Lower shoe of the die set is generally mounted on the bloster plate of the press. The die block is mounted on the lower shoe. Also the guide posts are mounted on it. Punch. This is the male component of a die assembly which is directly or indirectly moved by and fastened to the press ram or slide. Upper shoe. This is the upper part of the die set which contains guide post bushings. Punch plate. The punch plate or punch retainer fits closely over the body of the punch and holds it in proper relative position. Backup plate or pressure plate is placed so that intensity of pressure does not become excessive on punch holder. The plate distributes the pressure over a wide area and the intensity of pressure on the punch holder is reduced to avoid crushing. Stripper, it is a plate which is used to strip the metal strip from cutting a non-cutting punch or die. It may also guide the seat. So these are the various parts of the press. So bed is lower part, bottom part. On the whole, this brace is mounted. Bloster plate is mounted on the bed, and on the bloster plate, the whole die assembly die set is mounted. And punch is the male component which move the strip or cut the blank. That is the blanking punch. And this backup plate is holding the punch, and these are the guide bushing guides will guide the this punch in a proper direction. And this is the ram. It may be operated by some mechanical means or by some hydraulic means. It will move in up and down direction. So this is all about the press working terminology or constructional features of this. So this is all about the constructional features or various parts of the press: punch, blank punch, ears punch, upper shoe, lower shoe, punch plate, backup plate, then bed, bloster plate, die set, die block, lower shoe. These are the various parts of the dies. So these are the various classifications of the press: manually operated press or power operated press. Power operated press may be operated by some electrical means, by hydraulic system, or by some mechanical mechanism. Manually operated, that is operated by manual power. By your hand you are operating the press. These are the classification based on the design of the frame. If you look into this diagram, this is the gap press, this is the incline press, this is the adjustable bed press. So this is all literatures are given here, short notes. This is the fly press, manually operated press. Power press, this is operated by some electrical motor. So this is all about the press dies. Okay, thank you.